They don't wear masks. They don't leave signatures. And they don't kill loudly. They erase. Every city has its myths. Ghosts in abandoned buildings. Men who vanished after asking the wrong questions. Cases that collapsed for no reason. But this myth had a name. The Black Lantern Society. No headquarters. No manifesto. Just influence, threaded quietly through judges, officers, and politicians like a hidden nervous system. If they decided you didn't exist, your records disappeared. Your allies recanted. Your past rewrote itself. And then, one night, they made a mistake. A coordinated purge began. Files burned. Witnesses silenced. Entire investigations buried under manufactured scandals. By dawn, every investigator assigned to the society was dead, except one. His name was Elias Cade, junior investigator, low clearance, forgotten desk in the corner of a forgotten department. The only reason he survived was because no one thought he mattered. That night, Elias came back to the office for a charger he forgot. And that's when he saw the blood. As Elias stared at the massacre, his phone vibrated. An unknown number sent a single message. If you're reading this, they know you exist now. Elias didn't call it in. Instinct told him the lines weren't safe. He left through the stairwell, heart pounding, replaying faces he joked with hours earlier. Now gone. By morning, the official story was already live. A gas leak. A tragic accident. Case closed. But Elias had seen execution wounds. Precision. Discipline. This wasn't chaos. It was housekeeping. At home, he opened the message again. Another followed. They're deleting the past. Start with yourself. Within hours, his badge access failed. His apartment lease showed as expired. His bank account flagged for irregularities. The society wasn't hunting him yet. They were unmaking him. Elias realized the truth. Survival wasn't about hiding. It was about moving faster than erasure. He returned to the one place they wouldn't expect. The evidence archive basement. Dust. Broken lights. Boxes no one logged in decades. And there, buried under obsolete files, he found it. A lantern symbol. Blackened. Stamped on cases that were never solved. Cases tied to people who challenged power. And vanished. As Elias flipped a file open, a handwritten note fell out. If you're reading this, you're already condemned. And behind him, footsteps. Elias ran, not from an agent, not from an officer, from a woman who knew his name. She cornered him in an alley, raised her hands, and said 3 words that froze him. I survived too. Her name was Mara Voss, former internal auditor, declared dead in a transit explosion 5 years earlier. She explained the society's structure. Cells within institutions. No single leader. Just a ritual of silence and promotion. The Black Lantern wasn't a group. It was a reward system. Expose corruption, you disappear. Protect it, you rise. Mara had stolen fragments, financial trails, court reversals, sealed indictments. But fragments weren't enough. Their real power, she said, isn't what they do. It's what they can erase. She warned Elias. Once the society confirmed he'd connected the dots, they wouldn't erase him quietly. They'd make him an example. And right on cue, sirens echoed. Not police, private security. Mara whispered, "They found us." As floodlights snapped on, and every exit vanished, they escaped underground. Service tunnels beneath the city's oldest courthouse. Mara revealed the society's ritual. Every decade, they performed a clean slate operation, destroying all remaining evidence of their existence. Tonight was the final phase. Judges would rule. Records would vanish. History would be rewritten by sunrise. Elias understood then. This wasn't about exposing corruption. It was about stopping legal memory extinction. They needed leverage. Something public. Something undeniable. Mara mentioned one thing the society never erased. Because they couldn't. A recording vault, analog, pre-digital, sealed beneath a decommissioned broadcast tower. It contained raw court audio, unedited rulings, voices of judges admitting deals, proof. But the tower was already under society control, and Elias had just been flagged officially as a suspect in the massacre. As they approached the tower, Elias saw his own face on a citywide alert screen, labeled Primary Threat. Inside the tower, Elias discovered something worse. The society knew he'd come. They let him. The vault was a lure, because inside the recordings wasn't just corruption. It was confessions tied to people still in power. And one voice stopped Elias cold. His mentor, the man who recruited him, the reason he joined investigations. A Black Lantern. Mara admitted the truth. She hadn't survived by chance. She was allowed to live, to guide Elias here. He wasn't the threat. He was the delivery system. Mara raised a weapon, not at Elias, but at the vault controls, and said, choose, exposure or extinction. If Elias released the recordings, the city would burn, courts collapse, innocents suffer in the chaos. If he didn't, the society would endure forever. Elias made a third choice. He triggered a delayed release. Fragments, leaks, contradictions. Enough to spark investigations. Not enough to destroy systems overnight. Mara tried to stop him. They fought. The tower burned. As the building collapsed, Elias escaped, believing he'd won. But his phone buzzed one last time. Welcome to the Lantern. Weeks later, trials reopened. Officials resigned. The city whispered. The society fractured, but didn't fall. And Elias? Cleared, promoted, placed into a new task force. Watching corruption, managing silence. The Black Lantern never dies. It adapts. And somewhere in the shadows, a junior investigator just walked into an office late at night and forgot his charger